European leaders are cautiously optimistic over resolving the crisis in eastern Ukraine. This follows talks between the Russian and Ukrainian presidents. CCTV's Roee Ruttenberg has more now from Milan.
It was the third meeting between the Russian President Vladimir Putin and his Ukrainian counterpart Petro Poroshenko, and the first since a September ceasefire went into effect. It was meant to halt months of fighting in eastern Ukraine that's left more than 3,000 people dead. But observers say both sides have failed to live up to their obligations. The Italian leader who hosted the meeting said progress had been made, but that substantial differences between the sides remained.
This is normal. This is the reason for which we are in this situation. But I would underline the real desire to find a solution. And for this reason, I think we can be positive after this meeting.
The talks took place on the sidelines of the Asia-Europe Meeting Summit, which concluded in Milan on Friday.
It was good, positive.
But Western leaders attending the summit say the fighting in Ukraine, while localized, threatens the region as a whole.
Russia now needs to take the actions to put in place all that's been agreed, getting Russian troops out of Ukraine, getting heavy weapons out of Ukraine, and respecting all the agreements, and only recognizing one legitimate set of Ukrainian elections. And if those things don't happen, then clearly the European Union, Britain included, must keep in place the sanctions and the pressure so that we don't have this sort of conflict in our continent.
Moscow has accused the West of blackmail, saying the sanctions are absurd. Meanwhile, the Kremlin has threatened to cut gas deliveries to Ukraine if at the same time there's no agreement with Kiev over billions of dollars worth of unpaid bills. Western leaders say that dialogue with Moscow, like here at Assam, is the carrot while sanctions are the stick, but admittedly they are nervous. A disruption of gas supplies to Ukraine would mean a disruption of gas supplies to their own countries. And as their economies are struggling to recover, that may be something they simply cannot afford. Roee Ruttenberg, CCTV in Milan.